Everybody, how are you? It's Jay Victoria. So, I wanted to come on and actually tell my story again because I've told my story many times here on my channel, but I know there are some new people here, and also, just as it is with life, sometimes you get more perspective as you go along. So, I just wanted to come on and share who I am basically and how I got where I am now and what's helped me, and basically why I'm talking to you at all. Why am I showing up online and talking about the things that I do with energy and self-improvement and all those good things. So trying something new with my hair. I don't know. It's fun. So reminds me when I was little. Anybody else have do that kind of thing when you were little? I don't know. It's fun. So, yeah, basically my story is that it's kind of crazy. And I'm telling you so that you know that your story can get better. And basically, there's a before and after to my life so far. And I feel like it was the first really of a lot of before and afters that are like mini versions of resurrecting or upgrading basically. And I'm kind of trying to figure out where to start. Basically, the way I look at it is that my life up until the age of 33 was very different from 33 until now so far, because I learned how to clear negative energy, and it changed everything about everything in my own life before I ever even started talking to other people about it, which I do now. I work with people, I help people, and I'll tell you where I was before, in the before picture, so you can hear the transformation that I've had already. I basically, was very normal. Don't worry, I'm not gonna take forever to tell this story, but I'm not I was born on a Tuesday, which I was. I was born on a Tuesday, and where do we go from there? No, I was very normal in the sense of a lot of things, I guess, but what is normal? I just, I went through a lot, I'll say. A lot of things I didn't know, I guess. I'll put it that way. And I was trying to figure life out, and trying really hard to figure out life out, which I know a lot of you are. That's why you're watching me talk. Or one reason. And I just didn't know how to figure life out. And I tried everything that you're supposed to try. I grew up Catholic, and, I prayed. I tried everything. And I just felt like there was something failing me. And I needed healing that I just couldn't find anywhere. And it was difficult. And I couldn't really define the problem. And eventually I found out I had chronic Lyme disease, which affects your body, it affects your mind. But it went deeper than that even for me. After I got a diagnosis and treatment, I was still there's still so much in my... I didn't have the words for it then, but it was my energy. My energy was blocked as fuck. It was terrible. And I was so angry about things from the past. I think that's one thing that really bothered me all the time. It's I noticed in my life, I would be doing okay, and then something would happen, and then I would not be okay. And I would just stay not okay. And I was that doesn't seem right. Why can't I get over things? I'm learning everything possible. I'm trying all the self-help. I'm, meditating. I'm doing everything I can think of. I mean, what else is there? And I felt very frustrated by it. I went to a lot of counseling, a lot of therapy. I took the medication they gave me, if they gave it to me, like whatever. I really just wanted to be healed, and I didn't want it to take forever, and it was hard. Heart to heart, like, I hated it. I'm gonna be so honest. I hated going through that. It makes me want to cry. Like, it sucks. And I think if you're brave enough, like real talk, if you're brave enough to not kill yourself, then it can be hard. That sounded wrong when I said it. What I mean is that I had those feelings of like, maybe I could just give up. But what I'm saying is, when you don't, it is the brave choice, and it is still not necessarily going to be easy. And I walked that path of feeling like I could definitely not be here. But, you know, whenever I had those feelings, I told somebody, luckily, or I stopped myself, or, you know, through the grace of God. And I'm so grateful. I can't even imagine, you know? So, yeah, like, if you've struggled, I've been there. I'm just saying that to let you know. I get it. And it really sucks to feel that way and to feel broken. I was in this relationship with this guy, and I didn't want us to be trauma bonded, but I think we might have been a little bit, because I remember him saying, like, I'm just broken. And I was like, damn it, I'm broken too. I want to have a healthy relationship. So, sounds like people who trauma bond say stuff like this. Damn it. I really wanted like a healthy, happy life. Like, I was just like, why is it so fucking hard? I didn't just want the things you're supposed to want is the thing, like the success and the money. Like, I wanted to have like an authentically happy, soul-led, follow your dreams, do it. Like, I wanted to be brave. I wanted to get it right. I wanted to believe that I could. I just wanted, I just wanted, you know, what everybody wants, what you guys want. I wanted to feel better. And it was just so hard. And I eventually was just like, I'll do anything now. Like, I really operated, luckily, out of the principle and the belief that I did believe from the Bible, which is seek and you shall find. I was like, well, it's taking a lot longer than I wanted, but if I keep looking, I'm going to find answers eventually. So I really wanted answers, and that led me finally into decisions that took a lot of courage and trusting my intuition and the visions I saw and the new things that started happening to me with seeing energy and God. And I was pretty alone through that transformation that I went through, which is why it's joyful for me to talk to other people and to be able to support other people through theirs, because I know what it's like not to have anybody except God. And we all have God. You have God too. But I think I just see how wonderful it is, though, to have a person to be able to talk to you too. And yeah, so I was a seeker. I wanted to find the answers, did everything possible, and it led me finally to these incredible like abilities to work with energy that are absolutely gifts, because I didn't even know what they were at first or where they came from. And it took me time to understand them. And I'm a very practical person, which I think also is a gift. I think just the balance of being someone who works with energy but it's also super practical really works well for me, because I think it grounds the work really well into a method that I use, that I've taught people, that makes sense. And the energy world, I found out, is a very practical place. It's a very organized place, actually. It's not, when we think about energy, we think about like airy fairy, like la la la. It's not like that. It's very much, well, I mean, it is magical, but it's not, it's very much like organized. It's governed by laws. The laws are different from here. It's a different place than the physical world. Operates very differently, but it's still very organized, just like nature. It's like literally governed by laws. So yeah, to be able to theorize and work with it and understand it has been really big. And basically what I'm saying is that the first 33 years of my life was before I understood all those things about energy, before I really started working with it and understanding how it worked and the rules of that world. And once you understand how it works, you can do different things with it. And it's funny to me when people act like that's evil or bad. I'm like, listen, if that's evil or bad, then same thing with medicine. That's what we're doing with the natural world. We take things, we discover how they work, we discover how we can use them, do better, live better. Well, energy world, physical world, why is one different than the other? You know, so I just do that with the energy world. It's like, okay, let's find out how this works or how that works, and let's use the things that are already there and just do better. Like we're all manifesting all the time. We're all doing all the things all the time. It's just figuring out how to do it better. And I never feel judged by God for that. He taught me what I know. That's all I can say. So like so basically what I learned was, I left a lot of my story out to make it simple, but basically I took a chakra balancing class, and in that class I learned a lot about, you know, the organization of the chakra system, and we worked with our hands and we we balanced the chakras. We made them all uniform, the same size. And I enjoyed that. I vibed with it. It felt very natural to me. It felt like something that I had always known about or felt, and it just sort of was like opening my eyes to it. I saw a chakra visually in someone's hand. That was like life-changing to see it with my eyes. It's like our spiritual anatomy is just as real as our physical anatomy, and they're both created by God. So when people talk about like the chakras being evil, I'm like, literally, that's Jesus's creation you're talking about. Might want to watch it. So I started working with the chakras and loved it. I had to do a bunch of practice work over a summer, and that's where things really popped off, because when I started doing sessions with people to practice balancing their chakras, just like I was taught, I started to see these clumps of negative energy in the chakras. And I literally at first did not know what to do about it. I was just like, I don't know, class doesn't say anything about that, so I'm just gonna not do anything. Doesn't look right, doesn't look like it should be there. But I don't know, I'll just do what I was taught. But when I had my own time to do practice work, this is one of the reasons why in my program where I teach you how to do what I do, which I call Energy Queen Alchemy now, EQA for short, I teach people how to do this, what I do, which is clear negative energy. But one of the reasons why I include practice work in that program is because it's a magical time for you to be able to experiment with volunteer clients And that's how I originally learned what I do. And so I know how incredible that can be, that freedom of working with people, not having pressure, they're not paying you, they're just receiving whatever you do. And that's when I started to experiment. And it's one of the best things ever. I know it doesn't sound the best to experiment on people, but it was like incredible for everybody. Since we were working with our hands to balance the chakras, I started just reaching in and grabbing that negative stuff that I saw, and I would pull it out. It was that simple. And I didn't know what that stuff was that I was seeing. But then people would come back, because I had to do like a few sessions on 10 people or something. I forget how many each, but they had to come back for multiple sessions, each client. And they would come back and tell me things that blew my mind, but also made sense for what I saw and what I did in the sessions. The one that really made me realize my life was about to change, as well as other people's, was this yoga teacher who I really respected. And she had like this childhood sexual abuse trauma that was really sad, and she opened up to me about it. And in her session, I had the intention, I'm going to find that trauma, or, you know, I'm going to see it, I'm going to take it out. And I saw negative energy, of course, as I always saw, and I started taking it out best I could. And she came back and she said it was like it wasn't there anymore. Like she just didn't feel it. And she just felt free from it. And I was just like, that's crazy. Like, honestly, that's crazy that I think I saw the trauma that you have been feeling all these years, and I think I took it out like surgery. I think I literally just took it out. Like, who knew that you could even do that? Who knew you could take something as vague and hard to place and hard to deal with and hard to live with as sexual abuse trauma from your childhood, and somebody could just be like, oh, here it is, and take it out of you. I was like, what is going on? I didn't even know how to talk about it to her, to people. It was just like, I was just like, okay, that's good, I'm glad you feel better. But I was like, inside, I was like, I just took it out. Like, just took it out. I just found it and like grabbed it and took it out. And like, she feels better. She really does. And I really trusted her because of all her experience and all the things that the healing methods she knew, and she was a coach and all these things. And I was like, and I helped her that fast. I was like, what kind of crazy trip am I on now? But it was real, and I grew a lot of confidence working with people. I helped a woman with arthritis, and I, like, oh my God, so many things. I can't even remember them all. But I was like healing people in ways that they needed, in ways that they hadn't been able to find. Just like, to circle back, just like with me, I hadn't been able to find the fast healing that I wanted. Finally, I was able to give it to people. And of course, I knew I could help myself now too. And so my life changed very fast. And I want to tell you that your life doesn't just change from something like clearing your energy. Your life changes from, in my opinion, clearing your energy and making bold choices. Your actions are always going to matter. And I started having better boundaries for myself. I remember my life really up-leveled after I felt like somebody was kind of infringing on my boundaries, and I just said, I'm going to walk away from this. And I literally got a phone call from somebody that
it changed my life. And I lived in Canada, and my dream was to be a comedian in New York. And I, after discovering I could do what I could do with energy, I moved to New York within 6 months. And that was after 10 years of me not doing it and never knowing if I ever would, to be honest. And I didn't know if I would work. I didn't know I would work with people even. I didn't even know if I could work with people at a distance. I know I could work with people in person. But it was a few months of me being here before I even tried working with people and discovered I can totally work with people at a distance. And that started up my business that I still have to this day. And it really is a before and after, is what I'm saying. It's really a before and after to live a life where you understand how energy works, you work with energy, you clear energy, and the life where you don't, and you're subject to trying to figure things out with everything else out there. And I want energy work to be way more mainstream than it is still. I think it's taking fucking forever, to be honest. It's just like, if you're watching my videos and you like get it, then like good for you, because I don't see how this isn't going to become the way of the future when people are out here healing so quickly. And yet there's still so much skepticism around it. It is, I know people call it like unregulated and all of that, but like you have to realize you're working with a different realm. It may feel unregulated in the physical world, but in the energy world, it's not. In the energy world, as an energetic practitioner, you are aware that your intention matters, whether or not you actually help people matters. I mean, it all comes back to you. It affects you too. It affects your ability to attract clients and work with people and be worthy to do this work. So like, it's regulated on a spiritual level, highly regulated. But yeah, it takes a certain kind of openness, I guess, to be open to this kind of work. But I wanted to tell my story again because I really believe in it. I believe how practical it is. I believe how practical this kind of thing is in your life. And I do it on myself every day. And now I don't even have to use my hands. I just use my focus. And that transition was also crazy to me, to think that I could clear energy. I've worked with people in Australia, like across the world, in almost all the continents. I've worked with people, and to be able to like clear energy with my mind, somebody in Australia, I was like, that's insane, but like it happens. It's real. And to provide healing and to provide shifts and up levels and letting go of things. And I'm never going to sit here and be like, I'm going to solve all your problems. I'm just like any other person who enters your life. It's like for a reason. And some people I do one session with, some people only do a free consult with me. Some people don't even do that. Some people work with me for years. Some people months. I mean, every single person is different. And it really is like, to me, it's like, what do you need? What are you looking for to change right now? Because I really believe in timing. And I think that if you meet me at a certain point in your life, it's like, I could actually be the one to help you through this point. And I've had people myself show up for me to help me with certain things. And it is sometimes like, like, I gotta do this. I signed up for past life therapy, which was $4,000 Canadian money, but still. And I didn't have it. I didn't have that much money, but I knew I have to do this. And that was life-changing for me. That did help me. That was right before I learned how to work with energy. I think it was instrumental in my journey, things lining up for me for that to happen. And I know what it's like to be that kind of person who finds somebody and you're like, I need to do this, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. And I found that people meet me and it's a similar thing. And I know that it's the soul's choice, it's the person's choice, and I'm just sort of here and open, you know? But yeah, I'm just saying, like, don't let fear control you either, because with the things that you're really meant to do and you know that you're meant to do them, and you know there's something there for you, whatever that is for you, this step, this time of your life, this age you're at, you know, I think we can't always act like we're going to get any of that back. And I know in those moments I've been really so grateful that I've taken the leap, because that, especially that past life therapy, ayahuasca was another one that was like $4,000. I was like, I don't have that much money, but it's called a payment plan. And if someone will grant you a payment plan, you can figure it out. And if it's important enough to you, you can do it. And I find too, the funny thing with this kind of work, it's not like buying a Chanel purse. It's like literally investing in your soul, your journey. Don't you think that Jesus is gonna like give you the funds somehow, or like you're gonna get help? I always find people, no one has ever like if you are in, then you're in, and it's gonna work out. And yeah, I've always been really, really happy that I made those investments that I didn't even know how I was going to make, but you do. If it's that important, if it's your soul at stake, I mean, I don't even think twice about the money at all, to be honest, at all. So yeah, if you're somebody that I'm talking to, if you're watching this, if you're still watching this video and you're like trying to figure things out, and there is something in you that's going like, maybe this could help me, maybe there's something that I could benefit from, I could let go of something from my childhood or from a past life, or I could be clear of something that's creating an issue in my life again and again and again. Like, imagine those blocks of negative energy in you, and I'm somebody who can take them out. I'm somebody who can help you with that. And again, I'm never going to say I'm going to fix all your problems, but I historically have been able to help people let go of things that are in their way really well. It's like, if you come to me and you're like, this is the problem, we're going to focus on that. I love doing goal-based work. I love knowing where you want to be by the end of our sessions, so that I know what I need to accomplish so that you're satisfied with what we did. Because we're all on a journey in life, and you're going to have new challenges come up. You know, I have new challenges come up all the time. It's like, you're never going to be like, oh, healed, check mark. It's like, there's going to be more, but sometimes you need that help with something, or you need to like let go of some shit from your soul so that you can like focus even on the next challenge. And I always find like it feels that way with me and everyone I work with. It's like they kind of come in and it's like, there's something we got to do, and then it's like, okay, and then I release, and it's like awesome. And that work that we do is permanent. When energy clears, it's permanent. So that stuff, I'm so grateful, will never come back in those people. It's like they're just free from whatever that was. And then, yeah, there'll be other stuff that can come up. You can come back if you want. But it's like, I'm just grateful for the ability to help release people from things that are difficult for them. Whatever capacity you want to receive that in, you know? So, yeah, so that's my story. I hope you enjoyed listening. And if you're interested in taking another step, but beyond just watching me talk, I'm grateful for that too. But if you want to actually get me to look at your energy, I'm giving free 30-minute sessions or consults. I'm not actually going to work on your energy. I'm going to look at your energy. I'm going to draw your energy for you digitally and show you the blocks. And then I'll tell you how I can help if you want to get some help. But I thought I would just explain more about who I am and what I do. And if you would like to do that, you're welcome to book a free 30-minute consult, and I would love to talk to you. So thank you for watching. I'm so grateful you're here. And if you liked this or if you have some thoughts, I would love to hear in the comments. And yeah, God bless you.